Fred, what do we got over here? This is a pretty impressive looking motor. It looks like a lot of love has been made to it.
Oh, it's made by International, but it's International Harvester Corporation, and it's the serial number says that the thing was made in 1920.
1920.
Yeah, in the U.S., Chicago.
That's almost older than you and me put together.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little engine. When I got it, it was all rusted up and everything else. So I've taken it completely apart. All the bolts, nuts, and everything else is all clean. And then I used electrolysis to take the rust off the engine so that it didn't affect any of the wear and tear on the metal and everything else. And I repainted it. But there's a couple of things I got to still do on it. I got the oiler for it, and that's kind of neat. Looks really sharp with the oiler on it. Looks really neat with the oiler on it. The oiler sits there. And then the hopper gets filled
Look how
with water.
clean Fred's hands are compared to mine. Yeah. You can tell here who does the dirty work.
Yeah. But I changed a few things on it that's not original. I wound up getting a new igniter off of the web, and I had to take it all apart and make it work. Then I wound up having to get a magneto. This is a Type L magneto. And
Absolutely beautiful.
and then had to go and make some new parts. So I put new the rods here made out of brass with a metal end on it. So I put that on, and I made the new because this isn't a hit and miss. It's a throttle control. So the throttle control works off of these weights here. So it's, the centrifugal force forces these things apart, and what it does is it moves the throttle up and down. And when these things were originally made, it was made for kerosene. So what this one here is that your needle valves for your water and for your fuel. But I'm missing two parts for this thing here. One is there's a valve that fits in here. I think it's a number 2 or number 3 taper, and it goes in there, and there's a hole right through it, like there's a hole right through it. And when you turn it, the fuel can come in and go into this tank on the inside. And then when you turn it the other way, because it says here run and then to drain. But do you think I could find one of those things or a picture of it anywhere where the size? Because that's what I said I need you the lathe for.
So you're going to try and make one on that lathe?
Well, I can if I can get one of those taper makers, like the taper.
The taper attachment.
Yeah. So there's for that, but it also needs I need the crankcase breather for it. And I was thinking of making one, but probably the simplest to buy one. But it's got lots of compression in it. I got 2 of these. The other ones were made in 1925. But what I went and did is I took the sleeve out of the. You actually can see it on the inside. I took the sleeve and the piston out of the other one, and the way you can do that is you got to take the sides apart. But that's the sleeve that came out of the other engine, and it's pristine. The piston on the inside of that thing, you should see it. It's like it's never been used, and there's no wear on it whatsoever.
Well, I'm going to post this video and put some details in the description field on the video description box. And maybe someone out there in internet land knows where we can find what you're looking for, or at least can give us some pictures of the part that you're after. Help us out, and maybe the next video we do of this thing is it running outside in the sunshine. That'd be great. All right, well, stay tuned. We'll make another video about this thing as it comes up to completion. Thanks for watching.